All right. So for tonight's class, you'll need an exercise ball to get started to warm up. If you don't have an exercise ball, you could do this sitting on a chair or walking because you'll get that same kind of stomping, lymphatic effect that we're going for as we warm up the body. Also, Brittany, do you have long resistance bands or like longer bands that have a pole to them by any chance?
I have the round ones and one long one, but it doesn't have handles on it.
But is it like this, where it's just like a long, stretchy band?
Mm-hmm.
That's perfect. Are you serious? I'm so excited. Okay, before I jump into like recording mode for everyone who's going to watch the replay, a couple quick things for you since you're on live. First of all, I saw that you're doing the push-up challenge for the Fair Trade LA movement fundraiser, and I love it. I think it's so awesome. So fun. And so I had you in mind when I put together tonight's class, and it's something where you'll get the recording for the rest of the week as well, because have you started training for that?
Yeah, I've been doing some. Not as much as I'll have to start doing, but
1,000 is a lot though. 1,000 is going to take a while. Do you have a plan for how you're going to execute them?
Yeah, so I've already done close to 400, so I'll have 600 to do for the rest of the month.
Okay, that's so perfect. All right, so one, I love that you have a strategy for breaking it up. Two, you are doing a massive increase of that pushing motion for the push-up. So basically you're accelerating muscle development and growth here on the front side of the body. But since you're doing 1,000 of those, you really don't want to leave the back side behind, because it's going to it'll affect your posture a little and just the overall balance of your body, and you won't know why your back feels a little more uncomfortable or your neck feels more uncomfortable. And it's just because one side of the body is getting really, really worked and the other side isn't getting nearly the same amount of work. So every exercise that we're going to do here tonight is going to be the pulling motion. So it's the motions pulling and lifting. So it's into the back and the sides of your shoulders and your back, and it's the opposite. It's very complementary. So once we go through all of this, one, you'll have the recording, and then after that, you'll have done it a couple times. So you can, like, after you've done like a set of X amount of push-ups, you could just add on these, so you've balanced out your body, and it's just going to get you really great results, because you'll be giving, you're not going to leave anybody out. You'll give your whole body some love.
Thanks, Heather.
So,
I appreciate that.
You're welcome. I love that you're doing the challenge. I think it's amazing, and it's super fun, and I'm going to love watching you execute. So this will just help your body out while you do it. All right, back into everybody mode. All right, for this class, you'll need an exercise ball or a chair. You can also do it standing, because we're going to get some lymphatic motion in the body as we warm up. And then let yourself start small as you warm up. I think one of the things with warm-ups is like we try to make them a little bigger than they should be, because the whole point of warming up is that you're getting blood flow and looseness in the body before you really ask it to do anything demanding. And that's what radically cuts down on any kind of strain or injury that slows you down as you're moving your body. You'll also need any kind of a long resistance band. I will take the time to show you the alternative movement with a smaller band. You're not going to get as much of a range of motion, but if that's all you had, you could still do it and get resistance. And then you can also grab like 2 soup cans or 2 water bottles, because if you have no resistance bands in your house, you could get some of these motions by using the water bottles and the cans. And we are going to do a couple of exercises that do involve weights, so you'd be able to use those if you didn't have any weights in your house. As far as the weights, you'd want to grab something like 3, 5, 8 pounds, something that you know that your shoulders and your back are comfortable working with. And then on every single one of these moves, there's going to be a temptation for your brain to want to choose fast motion to like just get it over with. But instead, really think about quality motion, where your brain can tell that it can feel the muscles firing as you move. And that's just going to get you so much more bang for your buck as we go through these. So find your chair, join me standing, or get on that exercise ball, and then we're just going to start that bounce. And you're just getting a feel for moving up and down on the ball. So it's like your brain is like, oh yeah, that's right, round the ball. I'll take care of our center line here, because if you can be coming up and down in a center line, it's just going to really help you feel very stable and balance on the ball so that you can jump a little higher and get more of those G-forces. If you are on a chair, you're going to start to just stomp out your legs right away. So you're getting vibrations that are traveling up the legs in through the body by just stomping out one foot at a time. If you're standing, you would stomp out your feet as well. So you'd feel yourself stomp on the right foot, stomp on the left foot, and go side to side. And then once you get in a groove and you've done kind of several of those lighter variations, let it get a little bit bigger. So that way you feel like there's some definitive, you can kind of feel those light vibrations coming up your legs. If you're on the ball, you're going to really feel that whoosh as you come up and down, as we just move the fluid in your body and move and add some transport to your lymphatic system, which is amazing for cutting down on feeling like bloated and stuck and puffy. Okay, we're going to add a little rhythm. So whether you're standing, sitting, or on the ball, we're going to do the right leg 15 times. So it's just the right leg coming up and down. And if you feel comfortable, you're making it as big as possible. Nice work. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to neutral, just standing, bouncing. And then you're doing just the left leg 15 times. You can really feel that bounce. Good. 3, 2, 1. Back to both. And then if you can, really find that center line of your body. If you're standing or sitting, you'll still be walking them both out. Actually, if you're standing. If you're sitting, you're going to be able to do both legs up with just a little lift and lower. It's just going to be this tiny lift up and down. If you're on the ball, again, challenge yourself to see how much of a lift you can get while you feel really confident in your body on the exercise ball. And if if your brain is fighting you for a sense of control, you can just go ahead and come over closer to a wall or a dresser or something like that you could put your hand on if you needed to. All right, we're doing right, left, center one more time, and then we're going to get into the exercises. So right leg 15 times. Really feel yourself kind of stomp and move. You should notice that your breath is getting a little faster, your body's getting a little bit warmer as we start to really get that blood flowing, which is what we want. Switch sides, left side, up and down with the left foot. Really feel that lift in motion in your body. Good. And then both feet one more time. Up and down. Whole body working. Nice. Good. And then just go ahead and come on down to no bounce if you're on the ball. Stay seated. And then reach your right hand out in front of you. Gently pull it across your body so you feel this first light opening to the back of your shoulder. Take a deep breath. And then release with the other arm out. Gently cross your body. Take a deep breath. Good. Final movements for the shoulders. You're just going to circle the elbows around in as big of a circle as possible. So you feel like you can tell you're moving all the muscles and connective tissue around the shoulder. And then you're just going to go the other way. Good. Nice. And then you'll go ahead and stand up off the exercise ball. Come on up to a standing position, and we're going to do some movements through our hips and through our waist. So I want you to come to like a very nice wide stance where you feel really comfortable underneath your shoulders. And you're going to think of like a slow hula hoop where you just gently move through your hips and through your low back. This is going to help make sure that when we start with our other movements, there's just no surprises in how your body feels. Go the other way and go slow enough that you can really feel the stretch to the side, feel the stretch behind you, side and forward. 2 more times this way. Good. And then we want to do one more motion that really brings your blood flow up. So you still have your feet in a very wide, comfortable stance. You're going to swing the arms up and then bend your knees and sweep the arms back. It's like a skater move, up and back. And your knee bend is as deep as feels comfortable in your knee because we're still warming up, building that fluid flow through the body. So it doesn't have to be super low. However, I do want you to have your brain tell your hips that they should be shooting behind you. And as you do it, your spine stays long. This is your move in your body, so it doesn't have to be as fast as me. It doesn't have to be as low, but you are continuously moving so that way your heart rate gets even higher and the blood is really flowing through your body so you're super warm. Good. Last 3, last 2, last 1, and come on up to standing. Nice work. Okay, I'm excited about these moves because we're working into your shoulders and your back. You don't have to do these fast, and you can do these just with air, like where you create a sense of resistance in your body, because that's going to help change your body as you start to build strength initially. So first movement, get your long stretchy band, and then you're going to take just a portion of it and wrap it really firmly around your foot at least twice and step on it. So the weight of your body is really firmly pushing that band, the end of the band, down into the ground. Then you'll step forward with your other foot so that way your feet are in a nice straight line. There's a little soft bend in your knees. Your knees are not locked out. And then your hands, you're actually going to grab the band one after the other with your outside arm on top. And the other hand comes right up underneath it. Now, this exercise is going to, if your brain isn't concentrating, it's going to pull your shoulders forward in your body, and that's going to create some discomfort after we're finished with the exercise. Instead, I want you to resist that sensation and instead feel like your chest stays up and your shoulders stay back. So there's this big sensation of action and contraction in your back that makes you feel really strong back there. The working muscles are going to be right in here through the obliques and through the middle of the spine. So your hands are going to hold the band. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, they're going to go from low, right about your outside hip, to high, as far away as you can and straight. Then they come back to low and high. Now, if you started it and you're like, whoa, that doesn't really challenge me, you just take the fingers down even further on the band. So it requires more of an engagement through your core and through your arms to twist. And remember, you can do this with just your body weight. It's kind of like you're moving your arms through cement, and that's going to create some nice resistance. You're going to feel it here through your core and through your back muscles as you really lift the arms up. You finish with some very nice straightness through your arms, and your back is really strong. You can feel your back muscles engage as you turn. Good. Last 3, last 2, last 1. So nice. So just release that foot if you're using the long band, and you're just going to get that same double wrap on the other side. So you're very sure you've stepped on it twice. It helps eliminate, the band sneaking out on you. And then you step your feet, look down. They're right in the same plane, this nice long line. And then you'll get that grip on the exercise band where your outside hand is on top. Let your arms be low at the bottom of your hip. Take a big inhale, soft knees. As you exhale, lift and turn. Inhale, exhale. You've got a really nice tight core, and your arms swing nice and straight for you as you get this turn. So it's activating your obliques, but it's also activating your back muscles in a movement where they're in motion. They're not being held. So really feel that turn through your body. Strong arms. This side's going to be harder because you've already used your arms on the other side. I want you to keep those shoulders back, keep your chest up so it's nice and strong. Last 3, last 2, last 1, and come back to the front. Very nice. Good work. Same stretchy band if you have it. You're going to take the band and put it right underneath your shoes on both sides, so that way you have the space to be able to grab the weight, and you're grabbing it like a forward grab. So you'll reach forward and grab the band. It's the best position for your wrists because you don't want to feel like your wrists are weirdly bending. They are very straight and very strong. You will adjust how hard this is by how high you hold the band versus how low you hold the band. The lower it is, the harder it is. And you're just going to draw the elbows back so that they actually brush your ribs. You will feel some light contact with your ribs as you pull back. And you can do this standing with no weight and no band, and just let your arms go through that motion so that way your shoulders feel that movement. It's really powerful. If you want the challenge though, you hold as low as you can and really feel the elbows draw past your ribs. Now, if your lower back is feeling tight, it's probably because you're arching it just a little. If you have your knees bent, I want you to kind of lift your hips up so that way you feel like you flatten out your lower back. Breathe here for the last 5. Just a nice smooth motion through your shoulders. You're helping turn on stronger shoulder blades. Good. Finish it out. The last 1. And then release. Nice, nice work. Just a quick demo, just in case you only have loop bands, you can pause it, and then you're going to put the loop band around your feet. Not quite the same range of motion, but you will pull it actually around 1 foot at a time. You'll hold it underneath the band, and then you would pull back so that your elbow can still brush your ribs. So your palms and fingernails are up towards the ceiling, and you're pulling back that way if you only have a loop band on you and you chose not to do the long band. All right, still working into the arms. Now with these exercises, you can do them with just your body weight. You can do them with 2 soup cans, or you can do them with weights if you have weights. And they're meant to really strengthen your back muscles, so that way they help keep your posture nice and tall, and they help balance out all of these muscles we use here in the front of our body throughout the day. So first exercise, we just did use the resistance band to pull backwards. Now we're going to create a sideways lift using these weights. So your feet will be hip distance apart, and you'll just get this nice light bend in your knees. And then I want you to check your back. It's so easy to sit in a scooped back position. I want you to lift the hip bones up so that way your back feels nice and flat and straight. And if you were watching and you just held this position right here, you'd be building some really good strength through your legs. You can do this with no weights, soup cans, or weights. Roll the shoulders up so you feel your shoulder blades engage. And then you're going to lightly swing the weights out and up. Even if you had no weights, you're going to notice that you feel your shoulder blades, they slide closer together and they engage. And you want those muscles to feel that lifting and to feel that strength. Pull your stomach up towards your spine so it feels like your back and your spine are very supported. You have a light bend in your elbows, and it's this nice swing up and slow movement down. So breathing, last 5, last 4, last 3, 2, 1, and release. Now, next movement for the arms, it's not that pushing motion. You can do this again with no weights, with soup cans or water bottles, or with some light weights if you have them. 3s, 5s, or 8s are perfect. We're just going to do a military press. And as you do this, now with this one, your ribs are going to want to pop forward, and you want to keep your ribs knitted in. So you really trigger your brain to think about your spine as really tall and really strong. You're going to lift your weights or your soup cans or your water bottles up and spin the palms forward. And then again, you can do this with no weights. You'll feel the fingers pointing forward. You're just going to slowly lift up and come down. Let yourself come down pretty low. Some people will stop the movement here, but I actually want you to feel a little bit more of a range of motion. So down low, up high. Down low, up high. And if you're doing this weight lift, you just try to create a mental resistance, and you're going to feel your arms get tired. They really will. Because we don't do a lot of motions throughout the day where they get to lift up over our heads. Your elbows are coming in close. And there's this really nice up and down movement through your arms. Here we go. Nice and slow breathe with each one. Really create that resistance if you have no weight. Last 4, 3, last 2, last 1, and release. So good. Nice work. Now, still keep that nice wide stance. You're going to roll the shoulders back again. Pull your ribs into your body so your spine is nice and strong. I'm just going to swing your arms up and down. You can do this with weights, with cans, with water bottles, or you can just really resist and feel like you're pulling your shoulder blades back into your body as you do it. You're going to feel that fatigue creep up in your arms, and that's good. As soon as you start to feel that fatigue, I want you to breathe, move even more consciously, and let your body get stronger, but move really well. So you're eliminating the chance that you strain your body. Last 3, good. Last 2, good. Last 1, and release. So nice. You can go ahead and put the weights down, and then the final movement, you're going to take your strap, if you have one, and you're going to feel yourself come down to the ground with straight legs and put the strap around your legs. Now I want you to think of this as kind of like your own homemade rowing machine. So you want to hold pretty far forward on the strap so that way it pulls you forward from the hips. You can feel yourself hinge just a little here, and there's a long stretch down the back of the legs, but you're not pushing into your low back. If you feel like you're rolling back, I want you to rock forward, kind of wiggle out, loosen your legs so you feel really strong in your back, and then you just hinge forward a little bit with a straight back. And then you're going to pull back and feel your body rock back while you pull the elbows back. So it rocks forward and pulls back. So there's a little bit of a motion through your upper body, even as you're getting that pull through your arms. And you still feel the elbows stay nice and close to your body as you do this. It's just a nice, smooth motion. And if you were doing this with no weight, you would still get some nice movement in your body. Chest is up. Breathe. Here we go. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Nice and smooth. Last 3, last 2, last 1. So good. Take that strap off your feet and come on up to standing. We're going to circle through those movements one more time. So this time, what we're going to do to switch it up for our brain and our body is we're going to focus on a slower eccentric movement, which means we're going to release out of whatever movement we just made really slow. And you're going to notice your body wants to just let it drop, work with gravity, but when you make it fire really slow, it's a very, very efficient way to build your muscle even faster. So we're going to go through all those exercises again, but released really slow. So first things first, double wrap that resistance band around your foot, or get a nice strong stance. Remember, you will get benefits if you're doing this without the band. And then you're just going to reach out and grab the band and make sure that this outside arm is the one that's on top. Light bend in your knees, and then you're going to pull up, and I want you to think 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As you come back forward, pull up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and slow. Pull up, and remember, this isn't really challenging you with the band. You just need to hold the band a little bit lower. You're getting maximum resistance as you turn and even as you come back through. And then if you're doing this without the resistance band, you're still letting your body feel this deep sense of control that you have in how it moves. Nice work. You can really feel your core and your arm muscles. Make sure your shoulders are back. Big time. Check between every rotation to make sure the shoulders are back, chest is open, and then you're coming down nice and slow. You got 3 more on this side. Nice. Last 2. Good. Last 1. Perfect. Switch legs. You're going to step that band twice around your foot so you're really holding it down to the ground. Nice, wide, comfortable stance, soft bend in the knees. You reach out to grab. Outside hand is on top. Start low at that hip and then turn and come down with nice, strong arms. About 5 seconds down. So that way you make your muscles control it all the way. Good. Breathe. Get a big breath, everyone. Slow exhale. Keep pulling your shoulders back. You're pulling the shoulder blades into your body. They don't get to roll forward. Last 3. I know you're feeling it in your arms. It's going to burn along here, and that's okay. You want to get the arms stronger too. Makes it easier to safely lift things, move things, make a difference in the world. And release. Nice work. Good job. Okay, that same resistance band goes underneath your feet. You can also have cans or water bottles or no weight at all and just create some mental resistance in your body. The lower you grab, the more resistance you will feel. Soft bend in your knees, hips are sitting back like you're reaching towards a chair, and then you want to neutralize your pelvis. So feel yourself lift the stomach in towards the spine and get a nice flat low back. And then roll the shoulders up. Pull your shoulder blades down onto your back. Start that nice pull, and then you're going to take 5 seconds to release the tension, or 5 seconds to just slowly drop your arms. Chest is up. Your back is long. Keep engaging your core like you're doing a crunch so that it can provide some support for your lower back. Release very slowly every time. And remember, with your long resistance band, the lower you hold, the more that it's going to work your body. So if you're feeling like it's not challenging enough, you just grab a little lower. Nice work. Slow release as you come back down. Nice work. Remember, you'll be doing this one side at a time if you have that loop resistance band. Keep breathing. Slow release for the last 3. Good. Last 2. Last 1. Nice work. Now, I know you can feel that in your lower back. It's kind of hard to get away from not feeling it a little, so step your feet out and then just roll your hips around in that wide circle so you can feel it. Release the back of your hips and release your lower back. You just want to not let tension build up and stay built up in your body. Switch, go the other way. Nice work. Now go ahead and grab your weights. And then step your feet hip distance apart. So again, we did that pull back. Now we're going to do the lift to the side. Soft bend in the knees. Hinge forward with a nice straight back. Lift your elbows up. Lift your shoulder blades up into your body as well. And then you lift and lower. Nice and slow. Breathing. And then we're going to start that 5-second descent. So you're coming down nice and slow. It's very difficult at the top to control it. Don't you feel like you particularly get stuck anywhere. However, you are trying to control that descent. Even if you're just using air, you're going to feel this change in your muscles in your arms. You want your arms to get stronger all the way around, 360 degrees. So they're nice and balanced, and just let you do life. So much easier. So much more ease. Good. Last 3. Strong body. Last 2. Last 1. And come on up and standing. Nice. You take your hips side to side so you feel that release in the low back and in the hips. Good work. And you're going to pull the shoulders back again. Lift out in front of you and release slowly for 5 seconds. Lift out in front to shoulder level. Let it drop slow. Out and slow. Good. Out and slow. Feel that control and smoothness in your body as you lower. Reset your shoulders every time if you need to. You'll notice all of a sudden you can slide those shoulder blades back and down your spine again because you've started to lift up and roll forward. This one's going to get you. Okay. Nice and slow. Last 5. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. And then the military overhead press. So you'll spin your palms so they're facing forward. Even if you're doing with this air or water bottle, you're going to push up and slowly lower down. Now this one is going to burn because we're going after the shoulders 3 different ways. Up and down. But You should be excited because if your arms are feeling tired, it means you really did something that mattered tonight. You didn't just maintain, you didn't just create mobility. You actually are able to get your arms just a little bit stronger. And it's a muscle in your brain to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. It lets us do really hard things in life. So right now, you're building your hard things muscle. It's as hard as you think it is. The burning is real for the last 3. Good job. Last 2. Last 1. And release. Put those weights down. Nice. Come down to the ground. Just feel it in your back. Nice work, guys. Get that resistance band, put it around your feet, or you will just be using your arms. And you're going to grab far enough forward, like play with that hinge. You feel yourself sit up tall. And if it is just impossible for you to take the roll out of your lower back, sit on a pillow or a blanket. It'll help you actually sit up tall all the way and change the smoothness of the motion. Then you grab forward far enough so you feel like there's this diagonal pull forward. It lengthens the back of your leg. And then you're going to let your body pull back. Your arms are strong. And your shoulders are absolutely brushing the sides of your ribs. And then slow it down. Feel like it takes you 5 seconds to come forward. So there's a lot of control as you come forward out of the exercise. A slow release of tension. Keep breathing. Nice. Nice deep breath. Nice, strong, long back muscles. Really get that pull and release it slowly. Last 5. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. And release. Nice work. Grab your band if you have it. You could also grab a scarf. You could pause and grab a scarf. But I want us to get a little bit of motion and pull through the back of your body. Now, you could, as soon as this ends or you get the recording, you could choose to rewind it and do this a third, go through again, and that would be 4 times through for your body. You could do that, especially the second or third time you do it. You'll feel a lot of shift and change in your muscles, but that's if your shoulders are feeling good, especially after this first one. Here for everyone, I'm going to take us through the cool down just to make sure that we kind of reset the nerve signals that our shoulders and our back are getting so that they're back in a neutral place before we finish for the evening. So first, you're going to take your stretchy band, fold it in half, or you'll grab a scarf, and then you're just going to lift it up over your head and kind of pull apart with your arms so that there's some tension out. And then you're going to slowly drop that back behind your back. You're going to feel this really slide your shoulder blades into your body, and then you'll slowly lift up. We want your shoulder blades to feel motion, which means they're not ending in a place of feeling sticky, like they get stuck sliding across your back. It's just this motion up. And then the band helps you really engage the shoulder blades to come on down. Breathe, feel your breath get slower and deeper. Another 5. Another 4. Another 3. Last 2. Last 1. And then release and bring that band forward. You can set it off to the side. I want you to come over to a wall, stand right next to it, and then lift your inside arm right up so that it's about straight up over your head. You're just going to caterpillar your arm to about 45 degrees, and I want you to feel yourself work to stretch your chest into the room. Not going to move hardly at all, but it's going to turn on this really big stretch through your shoulder and through your pecs, and honestly, it moves and stretches out the lymphs there, which is one of the biggest lymphs in the body. So you can just kind of inhale, and as you exhale, feel that twist and opening, nice and smooth. Inhale, and as you exhale, twist and open. 2 more, inhale. Exhale, twist and open. 1 more, inhale. Exhale, twist and open. Good work. And then go ahead And take the whole arm down at like an L position. You're going to step a little bit further away. Your elbow is coming straight out from your shoulder, and then you're just going to turn again. And it's very small, but you're just going to feel this movement a little more through the shoulder. It's this tiny little fold in the shoulder. And then you'll release. Relax that. Come around to the other side. Slowly swing your arms straight up and then caterpillar it back. So it's about 45 degrees. Inhale. And as you exhale, turn the chest open. Inhale. Releasing a little bit. Exhale. Gently stretch. Feel yourself breathing with each move. One more. And gently release, step a little bit away. Kind of plant your forearm into the ground, elbow coming right out from your shoulder, and then twist. Very slow, very gentle, little light twist. Take a deep breath. Good. And then from there, go ahead and come down into a child's pose on the ground. This is just an amazing stretch for your shoulder blades. We'll see in just 1 second. First, only walk your hands straight out in front of you and just let your whole chest, your whole back relax down. Breathe nice and slow. Another deep breath. Good. Now here's the stretch for the shoulder blade. Your left arm is going to stay extended out in front of you, and you're just going to shoot your right arm straight out to the side. Now, it's going to take a minute, depending on how tight you are, for your brain to decide it's going to let your right shoulder come down to the ground. So you can stay high for a few breaths and then feel your body start to relax you down. But you're going to feel that there's this big stretch in the underside of your shoulder blade. And then you can deepen it a little by pushing the left hand against the ground. But if that left arm's up in front of you and you feel your chest weight coming down onto your arm, it's really going to create this nice soft pull in the back of your shoulder. Breathe deep. And your slow breath. Good. Use your left hand, help yourself kind of softly push up. Take that right arm out of the stretch slowly, and then you're going to extend it forward. Shoot the left arm straight out to the side. Take your time. You don't have to expect that your left shoulder is just going to bounce down to the ground. Slowly come down. Right arm is extended out in front of you, and there's just a soft weight of your chest on the right arm, the left arm. So yourself breathe slow. Good. Use your right arm to slowly push yourself up and then spin around to a seated position on the ground. Legs are crossed. Take your right arm, just shoot it right behind you. And then this is kind of the representation of your arm behind you. I want you just to caterpillar your arms up just enough to feel a stretch turn on in the shoulder. You're going to slowly drop the left ear down to the left shoulder so there's a stretch through your neck and through the top of your shoulder. Take 2 really nice slow breaths. Now you want to let this up slow and let this right arm drop slow. It's been working hard for you today. It's tired. Take it out of that stretch, nice and slow. And then you'll repeat on the left side. You just bend the arm, sweep it back behind you, kind of caterpillar your arms up your body, and then drop the right ear down to the right shoulder. Take a couple of deep breaths. Nice. Now release this left arm slowly. Feel it start to just so gently swing its way around. And then we want to stretch through the back along the shoulder blades one more time. Interlace your fingers. You're going to push the arms away and round into your upper back. And then as you inhale, you'll lift up, reach your gaze up, and feel yourself just kind of gently pop your chest forward. 3 more times. Round into the upper back, push into the upper back, arms press forward. And as you inhale, the arms reach up, your head drops back, and your chest lifts. Up one more time. One more time. Good. Release. Do just a couple of soft rolls through your shoulders. And then go ahead and swing your arms up and just place them over your chest. Go ahead and close your eyes. Feel that heat of your body that's gotten warm, that has blood pumping through it as you got stronger. Feel that pace and that strength in your heartbeat underneath your hands. And feel just all those billions of cells that are always primed to change and get stronger in your body. Your body is always fighting for you, and it's always capable of change. Take a really deep breath. The body you started with, it's gone. It's different. Your body now is stronger. You've changed the muscles through your back and through your shoulders to help you just be able to serve even more, even better, as you help make a change in the world. And that's something to truly, truly celebrate. So choose a word or phrase that helps you really, really, really celebrate the fact that you took the time to take care of your body and make it stronger tonight. What is that for you? It's unique for everyone. But I want it to be real and really make you feel a deep sense of celebration and satisfaction. And then we'll finish with 3 deep breaths, because when you celebrate something, your brain remembers to do it again so much easier. Take your first big inhale, make it a really big breath in, and feel yourself pull in that word or phrase. You did that, you claimed that. As you exhale, just relax your body and release the part of your brain that's going to want to nitpick how you move. Take your second deep breath. It's a big breath. Celebrate that you said yes to changing your body. And as you exhale, just release that little inner critic that tells us all the ways our body should be different. Take your third deep breath. It's your biggest one. Pull in that word or phrase. I want you to drop some balloons, pick a color for the confetti, throw a party in your head. And then as you exhale, just soften your body into a sense of peace that flows down from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. Because every move you did today, even if you made adjustments, even if you didn't do all the reps, it was perfect for you today. Just honor and respect that. Blink your eyes open if you chose to have them closed. On an inhale, reach your right hand out in front of you. Last move with the arms, place it on your left shoulder. Left hand out in front of you, place it on the right. Give yourself a pat on the back. Job well done in challenging your body. And then if you have any questions, if you're on live, go ahead, you can unmute yourself and ask any questions or have any comments. Otherwise, you could always email me if you have a question after the fact or you're doing this with the recording, like so many of you are. I'm always here to answer questions. And if you're feeling a little down about something, let me at it. I promise you I can help you celebrate and feel good about that change. So high five to everybody. Nice work tonight.
Thank you, Heather.
You're so welcome. Have a wonderful evening.
Great workout.
Good. Way to get after it. Get your arms stronger.
Thank you, Heather.
You're so welcome, Brittany. How'd it feel?
Good. Felt really good to stretch because I've been sore. So that backwards
Oh,
stretch.
yeah. That'll move it around.
Mm-hmm.
That's fantastic. So I'll be sending the recording out later tonight, but if you could hit it a couple more times this week, it's just going to help balance out your body, stretch it out. And then next Monday, I'll still have you in mind and it'll be something totally different because we do like legs and pelvic floor in the morning classes. So I don't really do much with legs at all on Monday nights. It's more those classes. And then this is just the counterbalance for you for all of your push-ups.
Yeah,
Don't tell anybody I told you that.
I have 2 more classes to sign up for that I bought. So I might try one for the morning just to switch it up.
Yeah, that sounds good. I think you'll like it.
Cool. I heard you mention that the stress in your lower back can really add up. And about like twice a month, maybe, when I lay down in bed, it hurts so bad to just lay flat.
To let it relax down.
It's super
Yeah.
painful sometimes. And I don't know what causes that versus just like regular nights, but it just feels like tension built up there and then it's hard to relax it.
Yeah. If you could keep a journal, I think you would notice, depending on where like the triggering posture is, you would either found that you sat a lot more that day or you would found that you stood a lot more that day. Because if you're sitting a lot, usually working, and then you're standing a lot more during the day, your hip flexors, which is the Movement Monday, go check it out. It's a hip flexor stretch. It's really good because when you sit, it gets shorter. And then when you're in a standing position, your body's keeping it in that short position. It hasn't been stretched or relaxed. And so then your lower back has to curve a lot to make up for that short muscle that isn't as long as it should be. And then at night, I felt it before. I've had different seasons in my life. It is, you want to cry because it hurts so bad to let your back come all the way down to the bed. And that's because some of those mechanics have built that. So first, just notice if you are more standing or more sitting, like did you do something different in the day? That's going to help tell you the mechanism of that's putting strain on your lower back, and you can do counter exercises for that. And then secondly, on the nights when it's really that bad, the worst thing you can do is have your body in that triggered state of tightness. So right away, I would grab 2 or 3 pillows and slide them under your legs. So if you elevate your feet so they're like under your knees and your shins, it's going to take so much pressure off your lower back. It'll help you relax, and it'll honestly help those muscles relax more because they aren't being forced down. They're being allowed to slowly relax down. Then eventually you'll probably be able to kick the pillows away and not even have them, but it really helps to support it when you're first initially kind of helping it let go of the day.
Yeah, okay.
Nobody needs that kind of discomfort. It's not fun.
I know. Sometimes I'm just like bearing through it to get past after they've relaxed down, but it does take a while. It's painful.
Yeah, the pillows will help it go faster, and it's just more gentle for your body. So then that area isn't remembering pain as much. That's just like a nervous system cue. You don't want to have it remember if at all possible, and the pillows just help it come down a lot softer.
Okay, thank you. I like
Yeah.
your jewelry too.
What did you say?
I like your jewelry.
Oh, thanks. This was from She Day Chicago. We gave away earrings, which was still fun from Mata Traders, which is a Chicago company. This was the #1 pair of earrings that went first because there was all these baskets you could choose from. These were gone first because they're green. So thank you. I really appreciate the compliment. I have fun wearing them every so often.
Okay.
So it's fun. All right. Have a wonderful evening.
You too. See you later.
Yep. Bye.